So one of my favorite things to do once I come back from hospital is to, just have my Bible time. And something new that I'm trying is to read different versions of the Bible. And this year I want to finish the message version, and it's really fun to read. And I love to look up verses that I'm seeing in the message and compare it with other versions. And I was just reading through Hebrews 3, and I found this um, few verses, and I thought I'll share this. So, in this, it talks about how a builder is more valuable than a building any day. Every house has a builder, but the builder behind them all is God. So, this is all talking about how God is the builder and we are the building. And he goes on to say that your ancestors refused to let me do it my way. Over and over, they tried my patience, and I was so provoked. I said they'll never keep their minds on God. They refused to walk down my road. Exasperated, I vowed they'll never get where they're going, never be able to sit down and rest. And so it says, watch your step, friends. Make sure there's no evil unbelief lying around that will trip you up and throw you off course, diverting you from the living God. But as long as God's still calling it today, keep each other on your toes so sin doesn't slow down your reflexes. You know, it's so beautiful. Okay, they never got there because they never listened, never believed. And I feel that is so true for me. I feel like I tend to, you know, dis- decide things for myself and forget that I'm in a relationship with God and He comes first. And that's just how love works. He put, you know, you don't put yourself first, and God does that with us. And He's training us and molding us to become His image, and He's teaching us love and how to love. And we forget that, right? And again, we have to come back in prayer and when we read the Bible, and it's constantly reminding us of how His way is the right way and surrender is the way to live. And I was just reading this and I thought, okay, I'll this in this season God is reminding me that a lot, like, I've got to put my pride aside and I have to put Him first, and humble myself and say, no, not my plans, but the way He wants it and for Him. And that's going to be my motivation, that it's all for His glory. So that's what I'm learning, and that's what He's teaching me. Um, what's happening on your side? What's God putting on your heart? Share in the comments, you know, and let's encourage each other.